Welcome to the Nimrodders, where we talk about some fancy shit. Let me tell you, we have a really great episode today. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so jazzed to be a part of this.
Sit back, relax, grab your consents, and don't get fat.
A candy tier list.
I have a sandwich.
Showering in the morning versus showering at night. You can only do one. Go.
And welcome to the Nimrodders. I am Grand Sand, and this is McHawkthorne, Just Jerry J, and Cream Corn. We are the Nimrodders.
Talk about a cold open
Or warm.
Just Jerry J just gave us a little bit of a interesting debate here. Would you wait? I already forgot it. Would you mind saying it again?
Would you rather shower in the morning only or shower at night only? Go.
That
you
is
can only do one for the rest of your life. You have to pick.
for the rest of my life.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't do both.
Okay.
Probably end of the day.
What the fuck just happened?
I would say at the end of the day.
Okay.
I
think.
And I've got a reason why.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
He's got something to say. Grandstand.
So basically, end of the day is the best, and you know why?
Why?
Tell us why, Grandstand.
You go about your day, all right? You're either working hard or you're not, or whatever.
You're hardly working.
You sweat or you're hardly working. You know, you're collecting dust, you're collecting dirt, you go through the day and you gotta rinse yourself off before you go to bed, and you get a clean bed afterwards. You know, you just get to fall asleep after getting in a hot shower, then coming out cold. Your body's like, whoa, crazy temperature change. You're tired now, and then boom, to sleep you go.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine sliding into your bed after a long, hard day, and your feet stank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks, right?
I can't stand it. So
I can't.
Night showers for me. If my hair's messed up, I'll just put a hat on in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Just dunk it in the sink, and you're good.
What? Yeah.
Dunk in the morning.
Yeah.
You just bang your head right into that sink bowl. Yep.
Just bang it right in. And you're awake.
You don't need any coffee.
No shower needed.
Mm-hmm.
No coffee, no shower needed. Just slam your head in the sink bowl and you're good.
I'd rather sleep in than go to bed.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not good at getting up on time, so I'm gonna say shower at night. Because getting up early to take a shower, to build a shower, to construct. No,
you're gonna construct.
Getting up early to take a shower does not, like, you know what? Because I actually do enjoy, like, when you wake up for your morning, you get up and you, like, you know, step in the shower, you rinse yourself off, wash off, and then you get dressed and you're all clean, all crispy, all good, and then you get out the door and you start your day. Like, it's almost like a rejuvenating, like, I'm restarting my whole life and here we go. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, like that.
Throw some deodorant on, a little bit of cologne, wash your face. Nothing against washing your face.
Yes, but to me, if you don't shower in the morning, what ends up happening is that you end up getting this fun little thing called depression, because you're like, I should have showered this morning because now I feel like I'm not clean. And I don't know if you guys have OCD like I do, but that's the things that run through your mind of like, oh, I didn't. There's something. You know what, Jerry? I'm throwing your topic to the side for 1 second. There's something that happens with me.
Rude.
that I don't know why it happens, but I want to see if y'all have the same thing or if I'm just fucking crazy. Do you sometimes, if you're like, say you work with your hands, right, throughout the day, right?
I used to do that.
No. No.
I used to work with my hands.
I used to be a chronic masturbator.
I used to have hands.
So when you go throughout your day and like your hands are getting dirty, and I'm not talking about like just, oh, I didn't clean my hands. No, I mean like they're getting actually like visibly dirty. Like you have like
nails.
Like darker, like, you know, sometimes like black, you can see like dirt and shit, right? Jerry, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
All I'm saying is I'm not going to
right at you.
For those of you listening, Jerry G is black.
For those of you that are just listening, Jerry J is not one of us.
Off, dudes. Guys.
You know, I'm just so nervous that we're going to get into some very controversial water with our topics. Let's be like Goofy and make fun of Jerry J because
Don't you dare put words in my mouth. That's not what I said.
I can read between the lines.
No, I'm fine with controversy. Anyway, your hands are getting visibly darker, right? God damn it, Jerry.
Now you can't say it without thinking about it. Yeah.
I can't.
Look at
what happens. No, because anytime I say anything,
I don't know what you're getting at.
And
just taking way too long to get there. I'm just going to tell you right now, I would rather take a shower and get all of the dirt that was on my hands up my arms at the end of the day instead of sleeping with it.
Fascinating.
At night.
So when your hands are dirty, right, and they have like that black, like the dark like spots on them, right?
We get it.
Go. They're visibly dirty.
Move.
No, I'm making this point because what ends up happening is I'll be like driving in my car and I'll be like, I don't know what happens, but I think about my fingers being in my mouth and it makes me want to throw up. I don't know why it happens, but I think about my fingers being in my mouth and it makes you want to throw up. No, I'm putting this out there because I feel like I'm not the only fucking one that does this. Because I feel like someone out there has this same thing where like you see your hands and you see that your hands are dirty and you think about the taste and touch of like the dirt being in your mouth and it makes you feel disgusting. So you want to talk about being clean? I have a hyper clean fixation about this shit. I have OCD. Kinda, not really diagnosed, but I say I do. Anyway,
I can see.
I have
by your
OCD sort of.
That's
so
true.
like. No, it's fine. I diagnosed myself. So like, so what happens, right, is
fair.
I don't know what it is about like the whole dirty thing that I just can't deal with. Like the whole, like taking a shower at night, right? When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm not clean enough because I'm like, all right, I've been sweating all night because my fucking house doesn't regulate temperature for shit. And then if I take a shower in the morning, I feel good. But when I go to bed that night, I'm like, fuck, I should probably take a shower because I feel like I'm disgusting. So like both ends is like a no-go for me. And you can't shower twice in a fucking day because recent studies show that's not good for your skin. So like,
oh, fuck that. Fuck them. I love showers. I shower recreationally. I'm very stressed.
It's not.
You know what
good.
video that reminds me of with the dirty hands?
It's not good for your skin if you're in hot ass showers.
I take hot ass showers all the time.
If you do take hot ass showers, you just have to make sure you moisturize once you get out that hot ass shower. That's it.
So you're saying I can take 2 showers a day?
Whoa, grandson! You don't moisturize, my guy?
No,
especially being in Colorado.
Not really. No,
he's a naturally oiled.
I don't have dry
He's
skin.
Italian.
I'm
he's
gonna
naturally
change your
oily.
life. I'm gonna change your life.
I'm Italian.
He sweats olive oil.
I'm gonna become too slippery, dude.
No. Go to Walgreens, get some cocoa Vaseline, take a hot shower, and while you're a little bit wet, put that shit on you, bro. You're gonna feel like $1,000,000.
Or
Grant's-
just start sliding around like a penguin.
You're
Grandson-
not gonna fucking slide around.
No, bro. Grandson hasn't seen his fucking kneecap since 2014.
That's
He
why
wears
he
pants
only wears
every
pants.
goddamn
Nobody
day.
does.
Grandson,
I
show
see
us your
them at
knees
night.
right now. Show us your knees right now.
Show us your
Not
knees.
showing you my knees.
Show us your
They
knees.
have knees.
They're probably whiter than snow right now.
to see.
They are probably whiter than
You
snow.
have
let
to
me tell you.
moisturize your body.
Probably
my guy.
ashy too.
You gon' by the time you hit 35, you gonna be wrinkly as shit.
He's not in the sun that
maybe,
much
actually.
though.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He's not
I'm
in
not in the
sun.
sun.
that
I'm a
much.
streamer.
Sun is what causes.
I mean,
that
that makes sense, but you still need to moisturize your skin.
You still got to moisturize.
You know what?
man.
You know what that dirty hand talk that you were talking about, Karn, reminded
Yeah.
me of?
What?
That TikTok video of like these blue collars that are like eating lunch and they have like this sandwich in their hand and they're like covered in mud and soot and they open it with, if you're not eating your lunch like this, you must be a sissy boy.
Okay. Then,
What is your algorithm on your fucking TikTok, dude?
It's probably shit
Fucking
that I send them.
Colorado. They're just like, you better be working with your hands if you're from Colorado.
it kind of don't bother me.
lunch with mud and soot on it.
Dirty hands do not bother me because I can only think about when I'm fishing. I don't. You don't wash your. You throw it. You're baiting the hook. You're digging in the little thing to put the worm on the hook. You just wipe it on your pants or something. You grab your little sandwich,
No.
take a bite, put it back, fish.
Oh God,
I-
no! I can't.
no,
sorry.
see, you say
That made me
Okay,
cock
so
for
Karn,
an
I know I was
impulse.
making fun of you, Karn. I know I was making fun of you. I actually agree with you completely. I cannot stand things on my hand. Like,
no, like
ever since I was a child, I cannot stand shit on my hand. And the idea of skewering a worm and all that dirt shit coming out of it while you're fishing, and then just being like, "Give me that sandwich."
No.
No.
yeah, it's real fisherman shit right there.
No.
There's a little.
I feel like I wouldn't do that.
How's it bad? I'm still fucking alive. How is it bad? What are you talking about? You don't get sick from that shit.
Jerry, you blew out your ACL from trying to walk. All right, I don't want to hear that.
First of all, for the listeners out there, I'm overweight with a BMI of 38, so I am obese.
No,
Technically.
BMI
great,
shit.
You are not.
You look great.
I said
No.
from the BMI, my guy,
Oh,
from
okay.
where I'm supposed to be to where I'm at now. I'm
Right.
technically BMI related, supposed to be at like fucking 150.
Damn, I
which is
thought
too small.
Jerry doesn't get like influenced by anything, but you're gonna let the BMI tell you you're overweight.
I know I'm overweight because goddamn, when I squat, it hurts, so I know I'm overweight.
Do 10 squats right now.
Hell no.
Why would he?
I
just told you
this
that
podcast to be
hurts.
over right
So
now.
you want to be influenced by me by not doing what I say?
No, I'm just not. What's the word? Peer pressured into doing stuff that people say.
Okay, so then don't do 10 squats right now.
And sometimes I'm
You're
like,
not
yeah,
you're not
right.
allowed to do 10 squats right now. You're not allowed.
Okay, I'm not. You want to know why? Because I
What?
don't want to. I don't do what I don't want to do.
Okay.
Anyway, we got.
will.
Shut up. And we still
That's
pay
what the
bills,
government
so there's
says.
not
Just
that
kidding.
much food bill going around here. God. Everybody
Here we go
right
again.
Everybody right now. Put your finger in your mouth.
No.
So grandson, see, hold on. Let
Let
me tell you why. You just proved my point. You've been touching your keyboard all this time. Your
Yeah.
mic and stuff all this time.
Oily ass keyboard.
Yeah.
Probably
his
pet a
taint.
cat. Probably
I
your
did.
taint. You just peed, and we know people don't wash their hands at their house.
Oh well,
Not
Sometimes.
every time. Not
I
every
always
time.
wash my
not
hands.
every time. Yeah.
Not every
If I
time.
pee on my hands, I wash them.
I mean, yeah, this different.
If
But
I
I'm just
shit on my
saying,
hands, I wash them.
It's different. I mean, you got cheap tissue.
If I puke on my hands, I
McCockthorne
wash
like shits on his hands. He's just like,
Give me that sandwich.
But that's not Mick Hawthorne. He just said earlier that he hates that. He was taking Karn's side.
Only if it's
We're
not,
50-50
only if
right
it's
now.
fish guts. Only if it's worm guts. If it's shit, it's different. Ain't
Bro,
got
I
nothing
have,
to do with
shit.
it.
bro, I have cleaned a fish while eating Pringles, bro. Like
all shit is just
shit.
the things you've already eaten.
plus some
the
bacteria from your insides in there, but we're going to
Nope.
skip over that part.
No. Are you believing
Science? Yes.
research?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
There
Jerry,
have
I
been
want to
some
know what you
shit
have
related.
to say, though. I want to know what you think.
Well, I
Morning
work
or
from
night?
home, so I don't get dirty throughout the day. So
Dude, I
for
sweat so
me,
much. I'm a fat
as of
kid.
right now, I shower in the morning. But when I would go out and about, you know,
Do all three of you work from home or like semi work from home?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm the only one that actually goes to work 5 days a week.
yeah, you should stop that.
Yes.
Yeah, Jerry, give me a job with your company so I can stop going to
I
work.
mean, I can go to the website. You can easily get a work from home job.
Hey,
I'm not kidding. I will do it. I will stay the fuck home.
You just pay you to be an editor. Which one you want?
Karn, I'm gonna get there eventually, hopefully.
Give away.
You're my
I'm there
first
and
thought
it's
as an
miserable.
editor, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
For paid gig.
I was
Really?
I was
First one,
no,
you
I was
don't
thinking
think about
that.
anybody else that does it as a profession before
No.
me.
It's
No,
me.
I'm too
I'm the
expensive.
first person.
I'm too expensive. And Jerry J. I love you, Jerry.
I'm too lazy.
You'll
He
pay
said it,
Jerry
I mean.
and you'll get a Discord video instead of an actual
Well, no,
video.
there's the thing. There's the thing. Here it is. We just figured it out. Man, Hawthorne is too expensive
Mm-hmm.
because he do the high quality professional gear quality shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm too lazy to where the only way I will do it if I already have the money to do it and you give me a deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
that's how you gotta get me, right?
Mhm.
With
Mhm.
you and Grandstand, that's like y'all actually like that shit. So it's no problem. You're more available to do it
Do
than
I, though?
Grandstand is, because Grandstand want to edit his shit and other shit.
Yeah,
not his.
If I
So
were to tell
if
younger
you were to
me,
edit his shit, more of his shit would be done, and that way he can also get done with his main work shit.
I mean, there's already a reason why I'm editing the podcast in the first place.
Because of me.
Because because out of all of us, like Grandstand does his own thing, McCawthorn's trying to actually get into the fucking profession. Jerry works
No,
too
it's-
much and has kids and doesn't want to do it. So
I'm
then
so
it
in
leaves
the
me.
profession that it's like doing it for fun.
Yep.
It's exhausting, dude. I want to kill myself.
Exhausting.
I don't want to kill myself.
I'm just
but
here to bounce off ideas. That's where my money
sometimes
is.
I just want to die a little
I got
bit.
ideas at the asshole.
If I were to tell,
No, McCawthorn,
younger
you
me-
don't want to end it. You just want to end your suffering.
I just want to be
Reach.
asleep for the next 2 years and not be woken up.
A cryo tank, bro. I mean, what is
Yeah.
it called?
A cryo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get in the-
cryo preserving. Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
if I
we
could cryo myself, bro.
We could be the first podcast to cryogenically freeze one of the co-hosts and then wake them up in 2 years.
It'd be called the cryopod.
Do me.
do me, pick me.
That way, by the time I'm out,
podcast.
by the time I'm
Yeah.
out, my daughter is potty trained, and they're
Guys,
both
we're
in
sitting
school.
on a golden idea here. You could post all of our
No,
controversial topics.
you guys don't
at the
understand.
cryopod.
You guys don't understand how much of you know what? Actually, we should do that. We should start doing more like themed episodes of like getting into a lot, like not even just deeper like discussions, but like more role playing shit too. Honestly, we should do like a little
Role
bit.
play.
Yeah, like why not? You know,
Kind of
like
kinky. Karn.
Ooh,
Kinda kinky.
ooh.
What are you doing over there, Gary?
What's up,
Since I
Jerry?
kind of took the episode over with any fucking way. Here we go.
Huh?
Go 5 years into the past and through a time machine.
what year's that?
Huh?
What year's that? 2018. Okay.
2018.
Oh wow.
So that's pre-COVID,
Right.
or 5 years into the future.
That's 2019. What am I talking about? This year's 2024.
Yeah, it is 2024. So 2019. Still before pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. Okay.
So freeze yourself 5 years going. You're in the future now. Same as you are. Or
Which
see
one would you
yourself
choose?
5 years into the past and redo whatever you want to redo with no consequences. There's no butterfly effect here. You can just start the fuck over.
Hold on. Wait. So you're saying do we rather go 5 years in the past or 5 years in the future? Is that what you're
Right.
saying?
Yes. I'm gonna go
know
first.
what I would choose.
Let me go first because there's a lot of problems with both of, but a lot of benefits.
If you go 5 years in the past, you have no kids.
You ain't let me get there.
He said,
but no,
there are also
Shit,
a
me
lot of
too.
benefits.
Oh God, no, me too, dude. I don't have a kid either.
Hold on.
No,
I
have a
wouldn't
newborn.
change.
Me neither.
I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't change. let me stop lying. I would change. Okay, let me get my let me lay it out. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
And you keep the knowledge, when you go back, right? So COVID is about to happen, right? I will go back. I will put money to every crypto that blew up for that short time being, right? Boom. I would develop a mass business off the rip. Boom. Money. Because COVID is about to happen. I will make so much, I will only go back just for the money portion. Not the, I ain't got no kids. Although I probably okay, Jerry, you get no kids. Let's hold out a little bit longer.
Well, I mean,
bro.
5 years ago, you would have had a kid that would be.
No, he was born in 2019. Oh shit, she would still be pregnant.
Yeah, she's still pregnant. Yeah.
Okay, I have one fucking kid then. Which is way better than 2. I don't care what nobody fucking say. God damn, 2 is a lot of work. Anyway, it's always the second kid that give you the most problem. Okay, anyway, but if you go into the future, you don't know what happened in that 5 years. You're lost. You're behind on everything.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck happened. Now you're technically dumb because you got to go and get all this information. Everybody is way past you. You got a lot of catch up to do, but there's actually no benefit of going to the future. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah. The only thing that you could save this segment with is that it's not go in the future 5 years. You go in the future 20 years, being the same age you are now.
That would still be bad.
No, because then you get to see more.
But
think about
so dumb.
it. Think about it. But grandson already is. So
the iPhone 47 will be out, and you ain't even gonna know how to use that shit.
So okay, the benefit to me of going 5 years in the past is that actually there's no benefit. I'll be with a toxic ass woman.
Hey, but you know what you can do. You can't get away from that shit. It is what it is. You can leave sooner, boom, because you know how the shit gonna turn out.
No, because then at that point, what was that, 2019?
Yeah.
You know what I would do? I would get on Twitch faster. That's what I would do.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would get on Twitch faster. I didn't start Twitch until end of 2020.
That's a good one.
So that if you're already a streamer when the COVID boom happens.
Yeah.
Dude, if you had before PC parts started getting impossible to find because everybody was buying parts.
I would buy every GPU.
Yeah.
No, but that, you know what? That's actually as part of a wider conversation. That's a better the way you can look into it is that okay. I'm going to the past with the future, the future mindset I have now. I know what's going to happen in the next 5 years, right?
Sports bet, huh?
I mean, I'll be honestly no. I mean, that's it's everyone wants that opportunity to take advantage of the things that they didn't take advantage of for those 5 years or whatever. I mean, for me personally, you said 5 years. I wish you would have said 6 or 7 or 8 or no, not 6. Hold on.
Let's go back to when you were 5 years old.
Don't do that. My child.
I do actually daydream about that. Just being a young kid, knowing what I know now, and just being man,
bro,
I could have gotten
my
out of
childhood
a lot of bad situations if I was
my childhood. No, I'm not saying I have a bad childhood in any means. I'm not saying I had a bad childhood in any means, but I'm saying. The more I've grown up, the more I've realized that because I grew up in a place that didn't really have any friend areas, because I was in spread out developments and shit like that. So there was never really friends that I made in my schooling where I lived when I was young. So I've made friends since then, obviously, but I don't want to go back to my childhood because I think about how the things that I didn't even really know about when I was a kid, Or honestly, you go back to the point where like your parents start lying to you about shit. Bro, I believed that the whole like, oh, you can't have the car light on when I'm driving or else that's like against the law. I didn't know that wasn't an actual fucking thing. I turned my car light on. I'm looking for fucking cops because I'm scared. My brother delivered newspapers and would drive around with the light on. And I'm like, isn't that illegal? He's like, not for me. I'm like, it's not illegal for fucking anybody.
At all.
That's crazy.
Yes.
No, but like looking back at like the things that you would know looking back now, like, bro, if you went back 10 years or 15 years, whatever, the first motherfucking thing you should do is buy Bitcoin. Because
I forgot about that.
True.
because
Damn,
that's
I forgot about that.
bro.
You only need one.
You need one Bitcoin it cost like $1,000 or $2,000 at that point, but you could make fucking billions today.
Missed opportunity. I hate myself. I had Bitcoin when it was cents. Because I thought it was just a big joke thing. Bro, all I had to do was just not sell it. I had 5. Just because everybody around me like, hey, check this. I'm like, man, what's that bullshit? I hate myself every day for it. Because all I had to do was just forget about it.
I think I would have
just
made a lot
forget
of
about
different decisions with my occupation if I could go 5 years back.
Yeah.
Do you guys think
Is that your choice? Is that you
No,
5 years
that's it.
back?
Yeah.
Everybody's going backward to make a better forward.
Not me.
Ah, shit, of course.
I would go 5 years into the future because
hold on,
then
pause,
I would have
pause.
a really good reason.
Pause. So you gonna go 5
What?
years in the future and miss your daughter's birth? And your daughter being raised?
Daughter being, well, I
5
mean,
years.
if you're
5 years.
yeah, 5 years is quite a bit.
Her daddy would
Yeah.
her daddy would be gone for the first 5 years of her life.
For the first 5 years, bro.
That's a long time to get milk.
That's a long time to get.
Trust me.
If
I
my
oughta know.
daughter wasn't involved, I would go 5 years into the future. You know why? Because
Why?
then I would have a really good reason to not know anything. And then I can get closer to being the old man sitting in a rocking chair with an old book that I was always meant to
But
be.
you could just live your life before
You can do
that.
that now.
Yeah.
You can do that now.
But Devin,
Nope.
the problem is, Devin, is you would get even further into the future with no plan,
Correct.
with no career, no prospects,
That sounds like a challenge.
and you would not retire very early.
There's
that
no,
sounds like
You
a
would not
very
be an old
interesting
man in a
experience that I
rocking
might.
chair.
and I never said that your
You're doing it
spouse
right
and your
now. Is
family,
it that
everybody-
interesting?
I never said everything would be the same either. Somebody
You
in
know
your
what?
family somebody in your family could have been in past within them 5 years.
That's true. That's true. That would be
Peas-
heartbreaking.
Peas could be done left you because she's like, I'm not gonna wait 5 years and raise this kid by myself.
That would okay, yeah, with the whole kid thing, yeah.
And
You have to
you never get your money. You never get your money back from Chris. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
maybe by then
mean,
you will get
but
paid
like-
back.
It would be five. It would be
back.
5 Christmases that he wouldn't have to pay for.
I mean, yeah. Now you start thinking about it, like if you start thinking about it, like,
You don't have to
Well,
pay
all right,
for
so
them
let's
now.
say,
That's the beauty.
but let's say that you go in the future, like you have a reason for going away. Like you're like, oh, your dad's on a mission to fucking Mars or something, like, and that's your like thing of like why you went to the future is that you're in fucking Mars. Like, there's no consequences for going forward or back.
Okay.
There's nothing.
They won't just think of you as a bad person.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they don't think of you in a negative light because you went forward in the future or backward in time. It's just like you were just, around and now you're not. Like,
Oh man, people would be like, so how is it? What's it like? And you just become like that person that like everybody's like, whoa, you managed to do it. That's crazy.
it'd be even better. It'd be even better if you didn't know what you did. So they're like, how was it? You're like,
it was
I'm so confused. Right?
cold.
There are even more movies that you haven't seen now.
Exactly.
Like that fucking matters. Come on.
He's going 5 years later. He's still not gonna know a lot of movies, so it's okay.
Yeah.
He could go 5 years in the past and still see less movies than all of us combined.
You're not wrong. You're not.
If I only focused on watching movies, then I'd be able to catch up. Yeah. For the next 5 years.
Bro,
Okay, grandstand. You go 5 years in the future, but you don't learn nothing, or you go five years in the past and you gain like an extra 5 years of knowledge that you would never have the time for because you don't do anything but edit videos and play video games and make babies. Apparently,
Go 5 years in the future. Yeah, learn nothing, and everybody looks at you like, whoa.
do you like not knowing things?
Do I like it?
Takes a lot of pressure.
Am I okay with it? Yes. Well, I don't even know what he said.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow, you just don't know. I love that for you, buddy.
I don't. I never do.
Honestly, no. Like it's like I make fun of you for it, but like honestly, like they really do say the whole thing about ignorance is bliss is like a real thing because not knowing things means you don't know the negatives of the things you don't know. Like you don't know the positives, but also you don't know the negatives. And it's so much easier to keep a positive mindset when you don't know how shitty things are. I'll give you an example. You know what? During the dark episode, we were talking about the Israel Gaza shit, right? I've spent so much time learning about like history of different countries I will never go to. And like, I've learned that there's so much shit that's happened in the history of a lot of different fucking countries that you wouldn't believe. It's just fucking crazy. And I've learned all this by going to brilliant.com. No, I'm kidding. Just going to like an ad spot.
Yeah.
I learned about all this shit, like, and it's like I guess that's why I make fun of you so much for it, because like I actually envy you for just not being able, like, just being able to just not know something, and that's fine for you. Because for me, I'm too much of a know-it-all. I want to actually learn about shit. So like I
think you.
What does that mean?
I think it's a. Well, no, I think.
What does that mean? Huh?
I didn't mean it as a dig. Sorry, it came out worse than it actually was.
No, it's okay.
No, I agree. Like, I think I grew up in an environment where I was punished for what I didn't know, or it was weaponized against me. So, I do research. I try to know things so that I'm not made to be the stupid person or the foolish person because it was weaponized and used against me when I was younger. And so that's kind of, I can see why it would be a valuable trait to have. And I think there is a certain level where I appreciate it because I do learn things and I am excited to learn things. And it makes me helps me do research on things and be more independent in some ways because I'm taking my knowledge in my own hand and I'm getting to it before somebody can call me dumb.
Grandstand, I know that you are like you're the way you are. Are your parents the same way?
No.
No, not at all.
Bro. Carl,
No,
when I tell you,
my dad-
his parents are the complete opposite.
Yeah, my dad is very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. Yeah,
Okay.
he was in the Air Force and like he's just been climbing up ever since. He does so many like
He got to plane one time. He just kept going to fucking space. Your dad's going to Mars.
he's doing great things and he's built a wonderful life for himself. My mom, she always loved learning, always just like learning about anything that she can get her hands on. it was just unfortunate that her mental health had to take a decline, which prevented her from doing certain things. But no, with me, I guess it's kind of the same with McCockthorn. It was a little weaponized and such. I guess I just took a totally different route. I was like, I'm not going to like try to learn things to defend myself against other people. I'm just going to learn what I want to learn. And if that's not what everybody else is learning, then okay.
Because like the stuff that you do teach yourself,
knowledge.
You're an expert in. Like, you're really good at what you do. Like, and you
video edited by yourself, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's a really good video editor. He's really good into streaming. Like, what you're passionate about, you learn about. I learn about a lot of things because I'm afraid that somebody's going to think that I'm stupid because I don't know things. And for some fucking reason, I take that seriously.
And
it's still something I need to work on.
Don't take it seriously.
I've been listening
I honestly, McCockthorn, I understand what you're talking about. I do. Of the like the need of like, you have to know about this thing, or else if you don't, you're a moron, or you're not, you know, qualified to be in life. Grandson, I know you don't believe in that, but for some of us,
your parents
that
weaponize
like,
your lack of knowledge against you, Grandsand? Like, not to get too deep, and if you don't want to answer that, then that's fine.
Well, my dad was a completely different person back then than he is now. He's great. But definitely back then, I feel like my dad was a higher pressure on kind of just being perfect in general. And I was like, screw that.
Sometimes that does happen with like military families, though, is that like there's like that perfection when they are in the service and everything. And then once they get out, they realize like they don't really have to be that serious, you know?
Right.
Yeah. That does happen a lot.
Complete 180. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, McCockthorn, I thought you were going to ask me, and like the more I thought about it, like honestly, I'm the youngest of my entire my entire generation of my family. Like I was the youngest of everybody. So like there's a lot of times that when I would know, like if I knew something and I was telling someone that I knew something, they wouldn't believe me. Because I was the youngest, right? Like, for instance, like I was like, oh, they're watching a movie on TV. They're like, oh, who's that guy? I'm like, oh, he's this guy from this. They're like, no, he's not. And then they have to look it up to realize that I was right. And then I still don't get the credit for it. So like it wasn't necessarily weaponized. It was just that they didn't believe me.
Well, you're just trying to get ahead of them before they get ahead of you, right? So it's like you have to have your checks and balances. And it's exhausting, man. It's exhausting. But I get it, dude.
It is.
I totally get it.
But that's the thing is like, to me, learning is a therapy, you know, like for just Jerry. It's true though. To me, learning is a therapy. Like learning about things that I don't know about will start to teach me like, okay, if I don't know about this thing, like, you know, I can spend my time learning about that. Bro, I learned how to read fucking radar. Like for like weather systems and shit on my own, because I was just bored one day, and then I was like, I've always been terrified of thunderstorms. I wonder how I can make that worse, and that's how.
What's up, Jerry?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, what's up?
I guess we shifted topics because learning is a fucking burden. Let me expand.
It's a burger.
Burden. Shut up, that's not what I said.
Oh,
I wish it was a burger, but
barter?
It's a bird. Stupid.
It's burgundy?
I research daily. Like random shit. Just read. If I see something, I'm like, wonder how that works. Research it, learn it. Next thing, research, learn it. It becomes a burden because I can't use it. And it makes me mad. Like, oh, I see people using it, making money, best living. I know the same shit, if not more, but I can't use it like that because the way my brain is, which I'm gonna go to the doctor and I'm gonna do an ADHD test. And
I think we
if
should
they
all
say
do
I
that.
do, I'm gonna cry tears of joy because then I will finally know what the fuck is wrong with my brain, and I will be so happy. They can give me a pill to shut this shit off and have me focus on one fucking thing at a time. Oh my God. But anyway,
Doesn't work like that.
I know it don't, but let me drink.
No, I'm only telling you that because I went into with the same expectation. All you do is hyper focus on one thing. Doesn't mean it's the thing you need to focus on.
Oh well, shit. That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
I had to do, I had to do 3 days of homework for fucking school, and I rearranged my entire bedroom in 48 hours. Go ahead.
That might be right because they. Well, hold on. Let me go over here real quick.
Yeah.
They told me one of the signs, like I rearrange shit all the time, and they was like, if you have to rearrange like your room, your furniture ever so often, because you like my desk, my setup on my desk. How many times y'all have seen my fucking camera move? Because I'll see here, I'm like, this is perfect. But now that I'm thinking, once this is over, I might change my monitor layout again, and blah, 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 blah. I have a problem. I need to figure out what the fuck it is. Maybe my life will be better once I do that. But learning so much shit, but also knowing I can't use the shit that I learned. Yeah, I know it. But I can't use it to my advantage in any form. Like, it pisses me the fuck off. Like, especially like what you say when you try to tell family something, they're like, nah, not like the whole, don't go outside wet or you're going to get sick. That's not how you get sick. If anything, the only thing you can get with this is hypothermia. You're not going to get sick because you went outside with your head wet. It's not how the science work.
Didn't know that.
They're like, no. I'm like, no, I'm telling y'all. Oh, you think you're smarter than that. Now I got to be the asshole and say, yes, I am smarter than y'all.
So does it like, does that ever like bother you though? That like, if like, all right, actually, let me flip that on its head. Does that ever give you a feeling of gratification or what's the word I'm looking for?
Accomplishment.
Not accomplishment. Not gratitude. Come on. Of feeling of fuck it.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction. We'll go with that. Does it ever give you satisfaction in the sense that like, when you tell someone something they don't know and then they now know it and like, you know, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Does that give you satisfaction, or is it more just like you forget it like 10 seconds later?
They forget it because I don't have the status of a person that would know that.
You are just like, Jerry J.
Like,
I believe everything you say.
To everybody else, but family, bro, I gotta go through hell just for them to believe me. And it's all like, oh yeah, I guess you would. Why you didn't just believe me the first fucking time? Like, like y'all and friends stuff, like they'll believe me. First of all, we know how to research whatever somebody's saying, see if they right or wrong off the bat. Like, it's just a simple Google, like, oh, he was right, whatever.
Yep.
But like, I gotta go through hell and hot water just to prove, like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, oh, you'll trust me to work on your fucking car, and all I'm doing is just YouTube to see how to fix your fucking car. But when I YouTube other stuff and tell you, you don't believe me.
Yeah. Because
you be doing it a certain way this so long. Like, bro, what the holy hell?
It makes me mad. It makes me mad.
I'm so super angry.
That's why, like, now I wish I didn't know as much as I do. Cause now I can just play dumb like everybody else. Fuck it. Now we're all one. I don't know it. You don't know it.
You still can just play dumb if you wanted to.
I can play dumb, but then that makes me mad. Cause like, I know this.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, now, man.
It's hard to keep your mouth shut when you know things.
That is true, actually. You know what? That is very true. When you know something, it's really hard to not share that.
Yeah, like it's
easy. I feel like you have better self-control than that.
You can sit back and don't say a thing. You just go about your day. But me, I'm be like, actually, I'm that guy.
You're the actually guy.
Actually.
Well, excuse me. So like you're wrong. No. But you know what? It's so easy to do that though, because like for someone like me, I've always wanted to be a history teacher. Like, you know, I've always wanted to teach history, and like, you know, that's why, like I said, like, and Jesse and I had this conversation actually. I could never be a history teacher because the way that they teach history in the books versus like the things that I actually know happened, I couldn't do it. I'd have to be like, here's how they want you to know it. Here's what actually happened.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you're getting fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't let nobody know it all because then you become a know-it-all and then you become an asshole.
I'm okay with being an everyone
he
everyone already
know
thinks that I'm an
everything.
asshole. That's the thing. Everyone already thinks I'm an asshole. So I'm okay with like with coming across like that because I'm like I don't mean to and I try not to, but like you already think I am. So fuck it at this point.
Like I hate you can't tell them nothing. They think they all right. No. I only think I'm right about the stuff I already researched.
Tell me everything, dude. That's the thing is that I'm not stubborn at all. Like I'm stubborn in certain aspects, but like if you know better and I know you know better, I will listen to you.
Simple as that. But don't be mad when I sit there and try to fact check you at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would know you right, but if you can't argue on why you right, I'm gonna act like I don't believe you, even though I do. But if you can't argue why.
I do this thing where I go directly to devil's advocate, even if I agree with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to prove your point.
Everybody that I love crazy.
we're on the same point.
Honestly, I think it's great.
I believe the sky is blue. You said the sky is blue, but tell me why the sky is blue. That's all I want to know. Just tell me why.
Like,
I believe it.
Okay,
too.
you say it's
I
blue.
can tell you why if you want. I know.
Don't.
Yeah, there are honestly a lot of things like questions or whatever that I have in my life, and I will deliberately go and ask Mick Hawthorne because I know that he's just not going to be like, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
he's actually going to try to like.
I do try to like walk
It's
through
great.
the steps and the process of like, okay, here's like option number 1, option number 2, and then I go down the rabbit hole. Poor Grandstand has listened to me talk for hours. So many hours.
No, I like it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I talk to you about it.
I feel like
I think
too
having
much.
a friend like that is nice, though. You know,
It is nice. It is nice.
like having a friend that doesn't just blindly follow you and actually like gives you the contrarian things. Like there's certain friends you want to have that actually, you know, fight you on things, and there's certain friends you want to have that are just yes men that like say, you know, go along with whatever you want. Because there's different moods you have of, okay, I want to actually be productive in you know, my research or reasoning or my argument or whatever, and then there's sometimes where you're like, I just need someone to tell me I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could be both, but I do lean towards the consider it this way.
I can't be both because I'm gonna argue on everything. I don't know why I'm like that. Like I'm all for what you're doing, but you gonna have to argue me down.
I usually have to ask when somebody's talking to me and just ask, do you want advice or do you just need me to listen? Because I will jump right into advice.
I can't do that.
I have to ask my wife if she wants advice or if she wants me to listen.
I try.
That's why I wanted Jared to be a part of the podcast, because like him and I have a dynamic where we just argue about a lot of shit. We're like, you know, and it's not even like there's sometimes we argue about shit we're on the same side of. And it's not and another thing is like it's not even like it's a bad arguing. It's just an arguing of like, here's your side, here's my side. Even if we agree 100% or disagree 100%, like I love the dynamic of let's argue about these things, because it's literally like for me that's my version of like the fucking like sparring sessions and fucking boxing, where like I completely agree. I have such a hard time with small talk. Like I have to have something that's more substantial than just like. So I either don't talk at all, or if I'm with somebody, I have to talk to them about something that means something. I'm not going to sit here and talk about weather or, you know, how your day is going.
So how's the weather?
I quit my job at this one place because all the conversations kept going back to, well, you know, my wife and my kids and my gun and my whatever. And I'm just like, bro, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm sorry. If I know you, I care about your life. But if you expect me to give a fuck about your life just because you're in the same room as me right now, I don't give a shit. I don't care. To a certain extent, I do care. But when it gets to the point where all I ever hear you talk about is, well, it's another day of me and my wife. We went to the garden and we saw this leaf. We picked this leaf and then we took that leaf inside, rolled it up, smoked it, or whatever. I don't fucking know. But you just some mundane shit. I'm just
I'd listen to that
care.
story.
Yeah. No, and Grant said that's why you're a better person than all of us, because you listen to stories like that. I can't. It doesn't fucking stimulate me. I'm like, I don't give a shit about your fucking 3 kids. I don't even remember their fucking names. Just give me something. Talk about the fucking universe for 5 seconds and then I'll be intrigued. Because all I'm hearing you talk about is your own fucking life. And I need a reason to fucking care about it.
Bro.
Not directed at you, Grant Sand.
Trauma.
But kind of going off, kind of going back to the rolling up a leaf and smoking it. I think that there would be something deeper there that we would need to discuss. It's maybe they do have something interesting to talk about. I remember going to, I was homeschooled, right? I was homeschooled, right? So, but I ended up going to this weird homeschool academy thing because they paid for my college at Pikes at my community college. It was really weird. I don't know why, but I went to it and it was after we had graduated. We went over to my teacher's house, and she's this really straight-laced type A, very strict person, right? You wouldn't think that she was a very adventurous person, but she had pot, and this was before marijuana was legalized, by the way. She had pot growing in her backyard. That was an interesting conversation. I'll tell you what.
Here's the thing, right? That's one thing I do love about the culture that's happening now is that we are learning more and more. I say we're learning more and more. Some people are learning more and more that there's some things that we could just let alone and not have to fight so much on.
Right.
And I've learned, to me, like I said, and to me, I've learned to not do that, but that's cool. That I think the cool thing about for instance, you just said you were homeschooled at McCockthorne. If we wrap this whole topic that Jerry brought up in a bigger ball of as learning, I think the cool thing about us, about the 4 of us being together, is that me and Jerry are from completely different backgrounds. And McCockthorne, you and Grandstand being from a similar area, because you guys were both born in Colorado, correct?
I was born in Colorado. Okay. Yeah.
So you guys being born in Colorado, you guys are, you can kind of relate to your upbringings, but you guys turn out to be different people, right? So I think what's
Some
cool
would say
about
that
us
we're actually
coming
the same people.
You're not. You're,
I know.
You're not.
Only people who don't know this.
Your great grandfather was a king or whatever you said in the pilot.
He was a mob boss.
Mob boss. That was it.
King.
Mob boss.
I mean, but anyway, I think the cool thing about this, us coming together like this, and this is kind of something I wanted to take forward in the new year, is that I think we have something special here. That we all bring something a little bit original to the table that started as tier lists and started as, debate topics and whatever. But I think it's become a more generalized thing of we have things that we want to tell stories about and we want to talk about, And I think the one thing that is cool, and honestly, and I don't want it to be a recurring thing because I don't want you to feel pressured into this. I think it's cool that we slowly dig up little bits of traumas that we find, because I think it's cool to bring that stuff out and work through it. Exactly. I know. Yeah. Hi, I'm the fucking trauma guy over here. I'm Trauma Karn, but I think that it's cool to find those things and work them out into the conversation so that we have those little bits of information that we get to share with each other that kind of like puts things out in the open of like, you know, I can bring up something that doesn't exactly make me feel good, but I'm bringing it to the table to you guys, to us three, and to you listeners of here's something that I struggle with on the internal. And I hope that me bringing this up reaches someone like you who may be struggling with the same thing, which is why I went so hard about the hand washing thing, because it's been on my fucking mind for the past week or so. I've been home with COVID, so like every 5 seconds, I'm like, I don't want to touch my fucking face because of this, whatever. Yeah, you can't catch it through. You know what? I've actually thought about that. Can you catch COVID through a video call? I feel like you can. I feel like there's got to be a way, right?
Okay, if we are going to go into a tinfoil hat, it is possible that there's electromagnetic waves that are emitted by 5G. No, I'm just kidding.
Like 5G. But 5G COVID.
No, but honestly, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate what we've built so far. And I appreciate what we're building for the future. I honestly, it is something that I feel like the four of us have a mission in life to bring not just laughs, but to bring that equal laughs and thought-provoking conversation that brings people together and brings them to explore their own minds a little bit. Grant said you don't have to, it's fine. But like, but I think having those little moments of like, just we can laugh about things, but we can also try to learn about things as well. I think that's I don't know about for y'all, and that's fine if you don't agree with that. That's what I live my life as, is like, I want to try to get you to know yourself, to know some more information, and just have a good time.
I'm all about that
And
too.
that's how we close out the episode. Card boy,
wow,
you boy. Yeah, boy.
He just closed down.
Oh yeah.
He really did. This one the screen just fade to black and the outro plays like.
There we go.
Cool.
Thank you guys for listening. Catch you next.
I thought it was gonna be more like plug the socials.
Yeah. Should we do that? Yeah. We have a Twitter now, by the way. We have an official Twitter account, x twitter.com/Nimrodders. Just search for fucking Nimrodders. We're at Nimrodders on Twitter.
There you go.
Fair. Heck yeah. Follow us everywhere. And also listen to our next podcast. Okay.
I promise we'll work on this. I promise. We could just gonna get an AI voice to do the outro, so we ain't gotta worry about it. There you go.
This is my New Year's resolution.
There we go. First question.
My New Year's resolution.
You can't do that.
My New Year's resolution.
You first weeded me out of doing the segments.
My New
you
Year's
can't
resolution.
take the only thing I have.
No, we can. we can
weeded
still
you out
do
of doing tier
segments,
lists.
Grandstand.
We're not calling this segment, Grandstand. We're just going with the flow. You gotta
we're
get
going with
in
the
where you
flow.
fit in, man.
Right.
And you know what? And Grandstand, if you want to bring something up as a segment and as a framework, you can. But my New Year's resolution for this podcast is we will have an intro and outro that's kind of good at some point. But
Yes. Yeah.
there will be changes coming to the podcast. Just be sure that you guys, give us that chance of trying to get our legwork laid out for us. Because, the 3-segment thing was nice, but I think that in the way of having an actual podcast, I think we should try to have a looser structure so we can let the conversation drive the
Flow looser.
car.
We want the structure to be so loose, like a night after Taco Bell.
We want our structure to be so loose. It's like it's like a loose bow on a present. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I love it.
I'm gonna get confused.
Me too. Grandstand, say words to let us leave.
Oh, yeah. So again, thank you so much for listening. Like Karn said, I guess we have a new Twitter. I didn't even know about that. And neither did you, so you should probably go and follow it. Because that's what I'm going to do right when we're done here. So, this time, so everybody say goodbye.
Bye. Wow. Started peeking the microphone, didn't even fucking hear him.
Dude, Chris said you peeked the microphone so hard.
Did I actually? Oops.
Thank you for listening. See ya.
That's such a good way to end it, though. Oh.
Jerry, you didn't say bye. He just had his thumbs up. Thumbed up.
He's thumbed up right now.
He's thumbed up. So is McCockthorpe. He's also thumbed up. Oh, and Karn's thumbed up.
I'm so thumbed up.